Good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible. Good evening, Sanket. I'll see the chats and reply. Vaibhav, Riju. Good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible. Fine, so I'll unmute myself. Fine, so yes, Mayank, it is the same profile building class. Good evening, Mohit. Fine, so we'll begin. You may post your queries. I'll take it in the end. Whatever profile related queries you have, you can post it. I'll take it towards the end. Hello, Utkarsh. So the agenda for the session is we'll be covering the entire profile analysis in three parts. First would be to know about what is a good profile, the courses and certifications which you should do, which you can do to enhance your profile, and we'll talk about internships, jobs, and general queries which normally students have. That we will take in the third session. So this is the plan for the next three sessions. Okay. I'll take questions in the end. So normally I'll be talking about profile analysis for half an hour, and then last 15-20 minutes I'll be taking your questions. So I would appreciate that you keep your questions handy. Fine. So what is a good profile? So if we talk about a good profile, basically a good profile is something which gives you an edge over others. As you know, there are roughly 2 lakh candidates who appear for the CAT exam, and to shortlist for GDPI, it is not possible to scan the profile thoroughly by the IIMs. So if you have an edge, a good profile will help you in shortlisting. So I'll talk about what all factors are considered when you check for a good profile, and what all factors are considered when the final calls are done and the final selection is done. So there are some parameters which are important during the are relevant during the shortlisting stage, and some parameters are important are considered during the final calls. So we'll be talking about good profile, various attributes of a good profile, how much is good profile important for B school selection, and how you can build a good profile. So parameters on which the B schools judge a good profile are these 5 factors. Your academic profile is one of the most important aspects. It plays role in both your shortlisting stage as well as in the final selection. So your 10th, 12th and graduation marks are very important. But this is something, if you are a graduate, you cannot do much about it. If you are still in your college, third year, final year, you can always improve upon the score and try to get some points here. WorkX, yes, we'll talk about WorkX in detail. Relevant WorkX helps, and there are marks given on WorkX, weightages there. So 1 mark for 1 year of WorkX, 2 marks for 2 years of WorkX. That is how the scoring is done. We'll talk about it. CAT score, one of the most important. So for shortlisting for the interview stage, after you have given the CAT, for shortlisting for the interviews, so for GDPI VET, the first 3 parameters are important: your academic profile, your WorkX, and the CAT score. The last point, gender diversity and academic diversity, is also considered. Again, which is not in your hand, but the CAT score is important. That is there in your hand, which you can maximize. GDPI VET performance, this parameter is considered for your final selection. So in the final selection, all the 5 parameters come into picture, but for shortlisting, the first three are important. Okay. So before we dive deep into the profile, I would like to tell you that each of the IIMs have their own criteria for shortlisting candidates for calling for interviews, also for the final selection. So if you see, IIM Ahmedabad, I'll just give you some examples here so that you can relate to it. IIM Ahmedabad has less weightage to WorkX and more to academics, especially graduation marks. IIM Bangalore gives weightage to WorkX and academic profile both. So we'll talk about what percentage of weightage is there for all these colleges in detail. IIM Kolkata does not consider graduation marks. They consider 10th, 12th and WorkX. IIM Indore gives very high weightage to 12th marks. So each of the IIMs based on their selection criteria have weightages. So you should not be in that thought, in that state of mind that all IIMs need good WorkX or very good academic profile. There are certain colleges like SP Jain, Great Lakes, Wellinker, which give profile-based calls. So profile-based calls are for people who have risk profile and who want to do MBA, pursue MBA. There, these three parameters are very important: academic records, WorkX, work experience, and versatility and achievements. So how versatile you are. Are you a sports enthusiast? Are you into theater? So all those pointers count, and you get weightage there. I'm not saying that you have to be thorough and you have to be participating in all these areas, but yes, if you have a good profile, your well-rounded profile will have these factors. So once we come to the point wherein we talk about how to build a good profile, there you can pick up one or two or three areas from the list which I'll share with you. If you try and do too many things, it won't be a good idea to do it, because you won't be able to create a mark, right? So better to stick to 2 or 3 areas, which we'll talk in detail. So what do we mean by good academic records? So good academic records generally is if you have 85 plus percentile in 10th and 12th and around 18 graduation. So you have a good academic record. Also, if you are a school topper or a college topper, or if you have NTSC scholarship, or you have won Olympiads, participated in Olympiads. So these are basically attributes of a good academic records. Lesser, if you have less percentage in 10, 12, obviously you'll have to compensate it by scoring more in the CAT exam. So the IIMs, when they shortlist you for calling you for GDPI VAT, basically these are the 5 areas where you are shortlisted, where you are given points, and then the final merit is made and you are called for the interview stage. So your 10th marks, 12th marks, graduation marks, each have pointers, WorkX and CAT percentile. Okay, but some IIMs may consider only 10, 12th, as I have told you, like IIM Kolkata does not consider graduation marks. They consider only 10th and 12th. IIM Indore has more weightage to 12th marks. WorkX, some of the colleges do consider WorkX, but CAT percentile is one thing which everybody will consider, which all colleges will consider, and that is something which is in your hand. So the first 4 parameters combined normally do not exceed more than 30%. Okay, the 70% weightage is on the CAT percentile, which is in your hand, right? So you should try and maximize the CAT percentile. WorkX and graduation marks definitely are there for people who are working or people who are in college. They can increase their graduation marks. 10th and 12th, I believe nobody can do anything about it. But you should understand that the weightage is not too much on 10th and 12th. Some of the colleges don't have weightage there. So do not worry too much if you have low scores. You should try and maximize what is in your control. Okay. Some important points which you should consider while you prepare for CAT and while you plan to enhance your profile. The CAT performance is the most important aspect which will take you through, which will be considered, which will have a higher weightage both in the shortlisting stage and the final calls. So during in the CAT performance, your sectional cutoffs are also important. You should not focus on only one or two areas. All the three areas, QA, VARC and LRDI, all the three areas are equally important, and you have to surpass a minimum cutoff to be considered for shortlisting for the interviews. WorkX, WorkX after graduation is considered. If you have WorkX during graduation, like some people would like to work on a part-time basis or maybe a full-time basis if the college allows it. Before or during graduation, it will not be considered. Some people have WorkX between their 12th and graduation. That will also not be considered. Okay. And minimum 12 months is required to be considered for WorkX to get some points in the WorkX area, to get weightage in the WorkX. Internship is not counted. Please understand, internship, articleship is not counted. It will help you in your interviews, but yes, during the shortlisting stage, internship has no role to play. You need to understand that the B schools, roughly 2 lakh applicants apply and around 1.7, 1.8 lakh people write the exam. So it is physically not possible for them to manually check each profile and give you an option to give you a call, right? So it is automated, and normally it is the parameters are judged by the system. So CAT performance, yes, your CAT percentile comes into picture. Sectional cutoff, yes, that can be automated. Your WorkX after graduation, so based on the number of months you have, you get pointers there. Yet your 10, 12th marks, you get some pointers there, and the composite score is calculated, and based on that, the calls are given. But yes, there are certain things which cannot be counted in numbers, but they will have weightage when you appear for the interviews in the GDPI VAT round, and there you will basically this will help you. Okay, so internship you should do. We'll talk about how and when and what to do. But yes, internship is not counted in the selection stage, in the shortlisting stage. It is counted. It will help you in the final interview stage. Gender diversity. A lot of people have this misconception that gender diversity, female candidates get a lot of weightage. So even at a low percentile, they'll be getting calls. Yes, there is a weightage for gender diversity and academic diversity, but the weightage is not very high. It is very nominal. So a bad score, a bad percentile in CAT will not help you. The gender diversity will not help you there. So you should try and maximize your score at all costs, and you should not consider it to be a very big factor. Okay. As I have told you, SP Jain, Great Lakes, Wellinker, and there are some more colleges, they give you profile-based calls. So if you are getting a profile-based calls, in that case, your internship will definitely be counted, and a lot of your tangible, intangible areas which enhance the profile, they will be counted wherever there is a profile-based call. Okay. I hope this is clear. Moving ahead. So there are certain myths about the profiles, and some people feel that good academic profile and WorkX is mandatory to get into IIMs. So I have taken this data. Whatever I'll be telling you is based on actual statistics, and this information is released by the IIMs on their website. I have considered the IIMs here because there are 20 IIMs, and you can get a feel about which all IIMs allow, which all IIMs don't allow. But yes, it is equally true for other B schools also. So if we talk about the 14 IIMs, there are 14 IIMs which have less than 40% weightage. Okay, to good academics or academic profile and WorkX. You can see from the table that there are 9 IIMs which have 0% weightage in the shortlisting stage for academic profile and WorkX. So there your CAT percentile is the sole criteria which will give you a call in IIM Shillong, Kashipur, IIM Ranchi, IIM Raipur, Trichy, Udaipur, Sambalpur, Bodh Gaya, Amritsar, right? So these 9 IIMs will give you a call based only on your CAT percentile. Your academic profile in WorkX will not matter much. In fact, it will not matter at all. So you should not feel that you have no chance if you have a bad academic profile or you don't have a WorkX. IIM Kozhikode, around 10 to 15% weightage is there. IIM Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Kolkata, Lucknow, Rohtak, they have 21 to 40%. So if you see, there are roughly 14 IIMs which have less than 40% weightage to academic profile and WorkX, and 60% weightage is on the CAT score, which is completely in your hand. You are in May right now, so May, June, July, August, September, October, November, roughly 7 months, and you can definitely maximize your CAT score and get into these 10 IIMs easily, even if you have a bad academic profile or you do not have WorkX. I hope this gives you some confidence for people who are worried about their profile. And obviously you can enhance your profile post the CAT exam. You will have 2.5 months. Also you should do, we'll talk about it, how you can build more on your profile. But this number is just to, and this is the data of last year, 2019-21 batch, 18-20 batch. So this is a recent data, not something it is not an old data. So if you go to the website, you'll find these criteria mentioned there. Some people feel that in the final selection, they should have good academic profile and WorkX. Otherwise, the final selection will be hampered. Again, the data suggests that it is not true. There are 16 IIMs which have less than 30% weightage to academic profile and WorkX while giving you the final calls, the final selection, right? So less than 10% weightage is given by these 6 IIMs. IIM Kolkata. It is a it is a favorite college for people who want to go to the top IIMs but have a bad academic profile, have not so good academic profile. IIM Lucknow again, Kashipur, IIM Kozhikode, and Shillong, Kashipur, Amritsar. These 6 IIMs have less than 10% weightage on the academic profile and WorkX combined. IIM Ahmedabad, Indore, Ranchi, Rohtak, Trichy, Udaipur, these have less than 20% weightage. So you can see that there are 15, 16 IIMs which have lesser weightage to the less than 30% weightage to academic profile and WorkX in the final selection. Some people feel that weightage for CAT is less and more to academic profile, WorkX and other areas, gender diversity, which is again true, not true. If you see, as I have told you in the previous slides, 100% weightage is given to the CAT only by these 9 IIMs, which I have talked about earlier as well. 60 to 80% weightage is given by Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Kozhikode. So you can easily see the weightage to CAT is very high, and it is of utmost importance that you try and maximize this. Some people feel that if they have a bad profile, not only academic but otherwise other areas also, if they do not have a certification, if they do not have internship, job. So basically saying that they have a bad profile and they do not have work-ex, they have no chance to get into IIM. It is again not true. Most IIMs give very high weightage to controllable factors. What are controllable factors? Controllable factors are something which is in your control today, right? So today you have the CAT percentile fully in your control. You have the GDPI VAT performance fully in your control. Also, you can build your profile by doing certain activities, certain courses, internships. We'll talk about it. But then majorly CAT percentile and GDPI VAT is fully in your control, and most IIMs have give very high weightage to those factors. So if you talk about these 9 IIMs, these IIMs, IIM Shillong, Kashipur, Ranchi, Raipur, Trichy, Udaipur, Sambalpur, Bodh Gaya, Amritsar, they have 100% weightage to the CAT and your GDPI VAT. Even IIM Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Kozhikode, Trichy, Amritsar, Kashipur, they also have a high weightage. Okay. Some people feel that CAT cutoffs are very high. You need to get 98, 99 plus to get into IIMs, but it is not true. If you look at the new IIMs, their cutoff is around 1995. Just to give you an example, last year's cutoff for IIM Rohtak was 96 percentile for general candidates, 75 for OBC NC, and other categories 65 and 42 SC ST. So getting a 95, 96 is not tough. As you know, I hope since you're preparing for CAT, you know the difference between percentile and percentage. Percentile is nothing but, so if you say if you get a 96 percentile, what does it mean? It means that you are ahead of 96% people who have taken the CAT exam, who have written the exam, right? So, but then it also means that you are 4%, you are behind 4% people who have written the exam. So supposing 2 lakh people are writing the exam and you are at 96 percentile, that means you are below 8,000 students. 1 percentile would be 2,000 students. So you are below 8,000 students, and getting a rank of 8,000 in a competitive exam, I don't think it is very tough. You can get it if you work hard, if you follow a discipline, if you are disciplined, consistent, and you work well, you can easily get 95, 96 percentile. So I am giving you an example of IIM Rohtak, but all the colleges which are in the same league, like IIM Ranchi, Raipur, Udaipur, Kashipur, they all have a percentile range of 90 to 95 for the general candidates. Okay, this is just to give you a boost in your confidence, to boost your confidence that the CAT cutoffs are not very high. Yes, you have to pass a threshold in the other in all areas of the exam, like QA, VARC, and LRDI. You cannot skip any one area. You have to be good. But then, if you get around 95, you have a good chance of getting into an IIM. Talking about how do you build a good profile. So I have listed down some 10 criterias. I'll be talking about these in detail in tomorrow's session. Majorly, I'll be focusing on online courses and certifications. I'll give you links wherein you can go search for. I'll recommend you certain courses on websites like Coursera, edX, free courses, paid courses. You can participate in them. Also, I'll talk about other areas of how you can build a good profile. But just to give you a brief idea, you can do internships. Internships, as I have told you, it will not help you in the shortlisting stage, but yes, it will help you in the final selection, and that is more important. You are basically aiming to get into a B school, not only to clear the CAT exam and appear for a GDPI VAT, but yes, finally you should be into a good B school. That is your aim, right? So internships, campus ambassador programs, you can be a part of that. That also helps. These things not only give you weightage in the final selection, they also give you pointers to talk about in the interview stage. Otherwise, if you have just have good academics, then the interview will be very flat and you won't be able to impress the panel. So internships, campus ambassador programs, you can participate, online courses and certifications. So tomorrow's session, I'll be talking in detail about these. You can do content writing, blogging, you can create your own blog. You can write about areas which interest you. You can learn a foreign language. The foreign language will definitely help you, will give you an edge over others. Also, if an MNC comes to campus, definitely in all the good B schools, you will be having a lot of MNCs coming to campus. So if you know a foreign language, your chance of selection increases. Even a B school would also be willing to take you if you know a foreign language, because you add diversity. You also are more employable. The B schools normally consider taking people who can be placed easily. So a foreign language will help you in that respect. If you have a business idea, you can always start your company. You can at least take the baby steps, work on your idea, try to build something out of it. Even if it is not profitable, it's still fine. Or you can work for a startup. If you work for a startup, it will give a good indication to the panel that you have you can handle pressure, and you have knowledge about diverse fields of management. Because in a startup, since the team is very lean, you tend to work on marketing, sales, operations, HR, finance, everything. So working in a startup will give you a lot of exposure. If you have your own idea, nothing like it, start building, start working on it. You can build a website, Facebook page, various accounts. You can start even a small traction will give you a lot of pointers to talk about in the interview. You will have something which will differentiate you. Communication skills, yes, one of the most important areas. You can do a course on communication skills. You can join Toastmasters Club, because communication skills is something which will help you in your B school, in your summers, in your final placements, in all areas. You can even do part-time teaching. If you cannot do anything else, you can always do a part-time teaching of areas which you are preparing for CAT. You can teach maths at school level, English. So there your conceptual clarity will increase, and also you will be benefited. You can talk about it. You can attend conferences. There are a lot of conferences happening in your city right now. Due to COVID, it is restrained, but yes, once things normalize, there are startup conferences, there are many other conferences which happen, so you can attend them as well. What should be avoided? So you should avoid doing certifications or courses just to impress the panel. See, certification of building a profile is not something which you just do it for the sake of writing it. When you do something, when you learn something, you should, especially for courses and certifications, you should know about it, and you should basically implement it as well. You should have an opportunity, you should try and seek an opportunity where you can implement it. So there should be a synergy in what you are doing. It should not be out of the blue thing. You should be able to explain it well. So if your interest lies in finance and you are doing a certification for marketing, it won't help. Similarly, the other way around. So whatever you do, you should, whatever you do from now onwards as an attempt to enhance a profile, you should try and see that the dots should connect. There should be a synergy. You should not do things out of desperation, and you should not feel that you are missing out on something. So in a hurry, you should do something that will definitely backfire, because you will not be able to fully devote attention and time to it, and you will not be able to answer questions in the interview. Do not spend too much money on internships and certificates, or on building a profile. You should pick up one or two areas and work on that only. That will be enough. You should not wait till the end or till the CAT exam. that you will do after the CAT exam. Otherwise, the time will be very, you'll have very less time to do something meaningful. So if you want to do something, it is the right time now. The points which I have discussed, you can pick up any of those, or you can wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be talking about certification courses and what other things you can do. I'll be covering in great detail. So there, you can pick up certain pointers from there, and you can always mail me what I'll share my email ID towards the end. You can mail me your queries. I'll answer them. Anything related to profile, you can mail me. Okay, so that we can do. So this is my mail ID. I think I have covered what I had to do it today. So this is my email ID, arunc.mindworks@gmail.com. I'll take your queries now. I can see that Jayant is asking Six Sigma. I'll just take the queries. Six Sigma certification. Yes, you can do, Jayant. It is so certification and courses. I'll talk tomorrow in great detail. Wait for tomorrow. Akash Deep is asking, I presented a research paper in my college conference. Yes, Akash Deep, as I have told you, research paper will count, not at the shortlisting stage, but yes, at the in the final selection stage, it will be counted. NGO, yes, you can work in an NGO, it will be counted. So see, basically two things which I would want to emphasize on. Your CAT percentile is the most important aspect, and you should try and maximize it for ensuring that you are shortlisted and you get called for the interviews by the IIMs, right? So that is something which you should focus now. If you are able to devote extra time after managing your CAT preparation well, then you can definitely go for building a profile. But the profile building should not be at the cost of your CAT preparation. If you are working or if you are in college, I would advise to maximize your graduation score in college and do well in your job. I mean, take meaningful projects and work well, because your interview will revolve around that. And your work-ex or your graduation marks, because if you are a fresh graduate, you will basically be asked on your academics, on your favorite subjects, on your internships, on your projects. So there you can score well. So profile building, any aspect which you pick up should not be at the cost of your CAT preparation. That is very important. NGO, I have told you, it will definitely help. Yes, Mohit, technical certification conferences, if you do on the behalf of the company, it will definitely be counted. If you have gap year, Sanket Bhosle, between your graduation and 12th, it does not matter much. What the B school will be considering is your recent last 2-3 years, what you have done. If you are in college or if you are in your job, what you have done and how you have fared. So if you have a gap of 1-2 years, even more than that, between 12th and graduation, won't matter much. You have to basically defend it. We will definitely tell you how to defend it. Mayank, if you want to learn a foreign language, I think French or German is advisable, because even Spanish, because these languages are easy to learn. They have a lot of connection with the English language, so you can easily learn them, follow it. Nikita says, I was doing CA during BCom from DU, given few attempts, but couldn't clear it and dropped it. I have 8 months of audit and tax is my profile considered. Yes, Nikita, I have told you earlier also, the profile is good enough. Don't worry too much. Manjunath is asking, any chance that CAT exam will be affected? Yes, there are chances, but since November is still 7 months away, we should hope that it won't be impacted. So right now, you should go with a positive frame of mind that it won't be impacted and the exam will be held on the due date, and you should make all efforts to do well in the exam. If it is postponed, it will be for everyone. It's a competitive exam, so don't worry too much. Harish is asking if we get 99 plus in CAT and selected for IIM. Yes, Harish, you will get scholarship. There are a lot of colleges have scholarship criteria, so you can definitely get scholarships. You can check the websites. In fact, I'll be taking a session on scholarships available in various B schools later, so don't worry. Yes, graduation university also plays a good role in your profile if you are from elite colleges like IITs and ITs, or the good colleges which are reputed, SRCC, Hansraj, Ramjas. So all the good colleges, it also builds up your profile. It definitely helps. Mayank, engineers are not avoided in the IIMs. Basically, to give a diversity factor, to ensure that the peer-to-peer learning is encouraged. The IIMs try to take in students from all areas, from all streams. Yes, Jayant, you can work on a research paper. It will help you. So I think I have answered most of the queries. In case you have any other query, you can mail me. I have given you my email ID. In tomorrow's session, I'll be talking about certificates and courses which you can do, from where you should do if you want to do it, and why you should do it. And I'll also take queries which come on my mail today. I'll compile the queries and answer them. Okay. Imtiaz, if the certificate, your OBC certificate is expired, yes, you need to have a fresh certificate. Yes, Azhar, you are, if you have worked in a startup or you have volunteered in UN events, it will definitely be valuable. It will add to your profile. Social blogging, Mayank, you can do on your own. You can create an account on Blogspot, and you can do blogging there. You can write articles on Quora. So I'll be talking in detail about the various blogging streams which you can do. If any Arohi is asking if there is any gap in graduation, no, Arohi, it's not a bad profile. You need to defend it why there was a gap. And normally there's no criteria to give weightage and to seek whether there was a gap or not. As I have told you, there are only 5 parameters which are considered for shortlisting: 10th marks, 12th marks, graduation marks, your WorkX, and your CAT score. CAT score has the highest weightage. If you have a gap, there's no way it can be checked. So don't worry too much about it. Yes, in the interview, if a panel member notices it, you might have to explain. That is the max which can happen. Okay. So I hope I have answered most queries. If you have anything else, you can definitely mail me. I have shared my email ID. Thank you very much. I'll end now. Ruby, to get into IIM Bangalore, you should have 85 plus in 10th, 12th and graduation to be a sure shot case. Also, a bit of WorkX will help, and a good CAT percentile, 99.6 plus, would definitely help. Pooja, if you have WorkX, questions will come from your WorkX, like what was your what was the most important project which you have done? What is your key role? How do you define your work to a layman? What challenges do you face in your job? So something which you have done, whatever you are doing in your job, you should do it well. That will help you. EWS students, yes, Aryan, there will be advantage. There is a criteria for that. So you will definitely get weightage, but you should not think too much about it. whatever benefit you are getting due to category or gender diversity or academic diversity, you should definitely, it will be given to you. Your goal should be to maximize your CAT score. Fine. So I think I have answered most questions here. I'll end now. If you have any queries, you can definitely mail me. I'll take it in tomorrow's session.